Hey guys, in this video, what we're going to do is practice how to access your Google Meet links for all of your classes. So what I'm sitting at right now, this is my Google dashboard. If you haven't already pinned this to your toolbar, please do that. To do that, all you have to do is go to this little star up in the corner and click it and rename it, and it will automatically pop up on your dashboard. I highly recommend that you do this because you're going to be using Google Dashboard this whole year. It's a great tool, and you want to be able to access it quickly, and no one wants to have to go through student quick links and then click on that and then click on this. Like, this is just way faster. So what I'm sitting at right now is my dashboard. To access my Google Meet codes, I'm going to click on Classroom. So it's going to load all my classes for me, and I can see, let's say I want to join second period. So I'm going to click second period, applied math. That's my second period class. It's almost time for second period to start, so I need to join that class. So I'm going to click it. And then sitting right here at our Google header is right here, our Google Meet link. All you're going to have to do is click it because you want to join the Meet account. What this is going to do is it's going to bring up two cameras of you. So what I'm going to do, just for the sake of this video, is I'm going to shut my camera off. That way you can just see me down here in the corner and not on this camera. And I'm also going to mute myself. So when you are in class, the first thing that you want to do, you want to make sure that your camera is off. But for the sake of class, your camera has to be on. So once this is started, so I guess I'll leave it on for this part of the video. I want to mute myself because if you don't, you're going to get this horrible echo sound of everybody else in the Google Classroom, and it's going to just hurt your ears, and you don't want to do it. So what I'm going to do is mute myself, and then I'm going to go over here to join now. So I am in this Google Meet alone. Okay. You don't need that. You just close it out. So I am in this Google Meet alone. So I'm going to turn my mic off because I don't need to see myself this big. So what that means is now I'm sitting here in my Google Meet. Eventually I will be presenting some things. So if I go over here, I'll be presenting. You're not going to present. We want to make sure that we are all being respectful of all of the learners who are in our Google Classroom. So you're going to get used to the little Google people that you're in with class. You'll pop up over here with a bunch more people, but it's just me. So it doesn't show all of the other people, but eventually it'll kind of all pop up in the corner, and it'll kind of be like the Brady Bunch, like a bunch of different people in squares. Those will just be your online classmates. Now, Google Meet is how we'll do all of our class information. I will log you on. You'll have to click it. I'll be presenting. You will be able to see what's on my whiteboard located over here. So I know it's hard to envision when it's just me kind of showing you this tutorial, but when you log on, we're going to practice. You're going to see my screen here, and then all of your faces will be here. Now, you have to have your camera on for the whole class period, and you have to stay logged in on the whole class period. So keep that in mind. Let's say that you have a question. I'm teaching and you're like, hey, Miss Owens, help me. Instead of unmuting your mic, all you have to do is over here, go to chat, this little chat for everyone, and it's going to pull up the chat. If you have a question, just type some question marks and then say, what time is it? Just type your question. And then when I'm glancing at the screen, I just pointed to the screen. You can't see that, can you? I'm going to see all these little question marks. I'm going to know that you have a question. Now, if the class is quiet enough, you can unmute your mic when I acknowledge, oh, okay, so-and-so, please, what's your question? If it's hard to type, I completely understand. Math is very hard to type into a computer. So if you need to speak your question to me, all you have to do, my mic is off, I know. Okay, if you are asking me a question, you need help, all you have to do is let me acknowledge you first and then unmute your mic and speak. It's just easier that way. There's a lot of you that are going to be virtual, and I just want to make sure that I'm giving all of you the best virtual learning I can give you. And I want to make sure that I'm answering all of those questions. So please make sure that you're utilizing this chat function. Now, this chat function is not a place for you to type random text messages to other people in Google Meet. This is for me to communicate with you and for you to communicate with me. Now, with that being said, I firmly believe that you should help your classmates online if they're struggling. So if you see somebody type a question and you know the answer, like, oh, what time is it? Oh, I know. It's, I'm going to go down here. It's 11:17. I can type 11:17 a.m. and answer the question. It's okay to help each other, but the goal of the chat box is for communication about classwork only, not, hey, do you want to break quarantine rules and go to McDonald's later? Like, pay attention to class, make sure that your Google Chat function is for class only, and it's okay to help each other on Google Meet in the chat function. This is a weird time for all of us, and we want to make sure that Google Chat is something that is going to be useful for you. So if you have questions, that's how you can type them. So I can exit out of that. You can change how the display is shown to you. So if you don't like the layout, you can change it. I would recommend the sidebar. It automatically does that. If there's more people in our meeting, it will look like this. It will have a bunch of little dots, but you want my screen to be the largest because that's where the notes are coming from. Again, just remember to bear with me because it's going to be hard to focus on in-class people and virtual learners. It's just going to be a challenging time for all of us. So again, if I don't answer your question right away, it has nothing on you. I'm just trying to handle everything at once, but I will answer your question as soon as I can. Don't worry. We're all in this together. So I hope this helps kind of understand Google Meet. And then when class is over, you're just going to hang up. So class is done, leave call, and then you can return to your home screen. You can rejoin. If you have spotty internet, sometimes it might kick you out. You can always rejoin our screen, but I'm going to go back to the home screen. And it kind of just takes you to a blank Google Meet screen. But let's say we're finished. I'm going to come up here and exit out. And this just takes us back to our applied math or whatever classroom page that you're on.